Thank you, Steve. Bobby, you there? Local 113.
Thanks, John. As Stevie mentioned, I was holding up the 15-second marker. What he didn't realize, he must have read it as 15 minutes. It was 15 seconds. But anyways, it's a real pleasure to stand up here before this delegation. On behalf of my entire executive board, who are all here in attendance today, it is a real honor to stand up here and talk about Les and the commitment that he's given to not only the CanAm, but Local 113. Some of you may read the article, longest serving Secretary-Treasurer of Local 113. Just as in the local, I'm sure all of you can attest to the fact that Les has always welcomed everybody with open arms. Big local, small local, man, woman, black, white, don't matter. He opened his arms to everybody. He was always a voice of reason and was always willing to sit down with anybody and give them a few pointers and try and lead them in the right direction. And you don't see that often. We're seeing it less and less, unfortunately. But Les is going to be sorely missed. I don't usually get emotional, but I feel a little emotional right now. Because not only am I aware of what he's added to the CanAm, but on a personal note, I know what he's done within the local, and I know what he's done to help me get through a lot of trying times, to help the board and our local grow and move forward. He's always been a constant. He's always been someone I could rely on. He was always the guy that came in and said, "Come on, Bob, you better calm down." "Oh yeah, I'll come back in an hour." He always knew how to talk, whether it was me, someone else on the executive board. He was always that calming force and that voice of reason. And we are definitely not going to be able to replace Les Moore in the local. And I don't think we're going to replace him here. But I know, knowing Les, being a true unionist that he is, we're going to see him. He's going to be around. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be back next year. He'll be back again the next year because he cares about this organization. And he wants to ensure that all the work that he's put forward over the years continues to grow and expand. And just like this conference here, started out as Toronto and I think Boston and maybe a couple of other people having some discussions about formulating this East Coast Conference. And look what it's grown to today. I do also want to take a quick opportunity to recognize Wendy. Again, we're talking about Les and all the contributions he's made and all the hard work he's put forward. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Wendy does just as much, if not more. So in closing, Les, I just want to thank you, not only personally, but on behalf of this delegation as well as our local, for the contribution that you made to the labor movement. And you're just a great guy, and I love you, Les. Thanks.
I can make it real simple because I have a big mouth and everybody can hear me. Do you love me, my boy? I can truly say ditto. Les opened up the CanAm conference to everyone. He has always been very inclusive, and it comes from his love of the labor movement. The type of educational material that's always been presented, I know he has a very heavy hand in that. And he has given us so much because he has allowed us to broaden our thoughts, just like this morning with the history of the labor movement that allowed us to think beyond, to step out of the box. And as trade unionists, that's what we have to do. We're going to grow and mature. And we have a long way to go. And I know we thank you for that. I know you will always be here. And on behalf of Local 689, the members and guests that are here,
Is there anyone else like to say anything? Andre?
It's pretty hard for me to speak when I get very emotional. I would just like to say, when I met Les for the first time, like Bobby said, whether you were a big local or a small local, he was there. He was there to help everybody, and that's how I got to know him as a very caring person. And I would just like to say on behalf of my local West, we will be going to another ceremony in Toronto in January, and it's not a surprise. I was told that your local is going to have a retirement party for you. We will have something for you there in Toronto, and make sure that our board will be there to congratulate you there too. So congratulations.